My name is Patrick Reed. I teach 2 classes at Francis South Central. I teach biology 2 in the course guidebook, a class that we call Zobot, which is zoology and botany. I also teach human anatomy and physiology, which is an honors course focused on exactly what it sounds like, which is human anatomy and the working parts of the body, so physiology. So this is my 18th year teaching Zobot, biology 2. And this is my first year teaching human anatomy and physiology.
Can you see this little blue sheathing right there? Okay, that is the carpal tunnel.
I want to go into marine biology, so Zobot I felt was a good start. And I don't know, I feel like human anatomy is definitely a class I should take to learn about my own body more than necessarily just animals in general.
With Reed, I've taken Zobot, and right now I'm taking anatomy. Zobot was kind of a thing where my sister took it and she was like, she really liked the teacher, and I was like, well, I'll try it, might as well. And I knew Dauve was teaching anatomy. I didn't know he was retiring until like halfway through Zobot or beginning of year Zobot kind of thing. And then when I found out that I was teaching anatomy, I got so like psyched.
These are support muscles, these are posturing muscles. You're not contracting them for like speed, you're using your arms and legs for speed.
So, you know, we've done skeletal, love it. Muscular, love it. Digestive, doing it now, love it. Urinary system, that can be tricky. I don't have like an affinity for the urinary system, and there's a lot of complexity there, so that's gonna be fun. Nervous system, I'm really excited to teach. Circulatory system, super psyched. Reproductive system, I guess maybe is the cliched thing to say I'm nervous about, because that's when students probably are gonna get the craziest questions on.
So which type of fiber has the smallest diameter, the lowest tension, and is the highest fatigue resistant?
It's something that all teachers teach. They all teach differently, but Reed has this quirkiness and just weirdness that it just works.
Like, he still has that like sarcastic, funny stuff with anatomy as he did with Zobot. But I feel like he's a little bit more strict with anatomy than he is with Zobot though. With like spelling kind of stuff, because in anatomy, if you get one letter wrong, instead of like opening up your arm, you're opening up a leg.
It's forcing your hands into different postures, so as a result, it's supposed to relieve some of the pressure.
Mr. Dauve, who's the godfather of human anatomy and physiology at Francis South Central, he probably taught it for like 27 years. When he decided to retire, he gave me everything that he ever wrote and used. So I had a skeleton with which to base that on. I had plenty of time to chew on it. He gets really excited if I ask him one question about something where I'm like, what did you mean here? Or what was your results with this? Or how did this work out? He will then answer that question, and then next thing you know, he wants to go through another month worth of stuff and things he remembered and tips and tricks, and I have to always stop him and go, whoa, like, learning at my own pace.
First anatomy test that we all took, the average was like a 63 or something like that, and Reed was kind of shocked because he didn't expect it to be so low, and then he talked to Dauve, and Dauve's like, that's really high. So he's definitely doing something right, if that's the fact.
I think he's doing like phenomenal. I think he's doing great. I think he needs to like calm down with the nervousness, and he just needs to, he knows what he's doing, and he thinks that he doesn't, but he knows, and he teaches really well, so I think he's doing really good this year.
While I've had access to that information, and it's always been my dream to teach this class, I'm still having to not only like brush up, if you will, because you can't teach stuff that you're not 100% competent and knowledgeable with, because teaching is chaos and students have questions and you never know what's going to happen. It's not like we're building in a factory. I mean, we're talking to people with minds and emotion. I want them to walk out of here going, that was good. Like, I got something from this. I'm better now. Every day we're getting better, which means I can't phone it in. I have to be on my game, and that's not natural. You can't just roll out of bed and be like, I know how to talk about muscles today. Like, you have to, there's detail. You have to be researched. You have to know what you're talking about. It's a rhythm. You have to be able to break things down and piece them together and answer questions and be ready for chaos. I'm confident that the class is not missed a beat. I think that in my conversations with Dauve, he's very happy that the class is still going to have its personality and place in the pantheon of France South Central. If students who are thinking pre-med careers in medicine and physical therapy and nursing and EMT and paramedics, or they're just curious, I feel really good about the class. I'm really proud of it. I'm really glad that the students I have this year are in it, and I look forward to making this more of my own and building the culture. Zobot has its culture. Human anatomy is going to have a different culture, and it's going to be weird that I'm going to have two strong cultures at the same time, but it's fun, and I'm excited to grow that.